Disco, disco, whoop, whoop. So the plan is to try and get the 110 volt stepper down that end. And so I'm going to make up a short extension cord and just using what I've got. And yes, I have tissues up my nose. I was cleaning the bedroom out, dust and mold. And my nose won't stop running. So we're doing what we have to get this done. Stepper at this end, which means if we ever get any 110 volt equipment in the lineup, we can plug in quite easily. It'll sit behind the fan. The fan is the way of keeping fumes off my face. Ideally, I would have a filter, an extraction unit, which is on the cards if I start doing a lot more work with soldering. But at least it keeps the smoke out of my face. We'll have this sitting back here, but we'll slide it forward when we want to use it. As this is cooling down, it's blowing backwards. It's not an ideal situation, but it has to blow somewhere, I guess. So we'll need to get it clear of the bench so we don't melt anything. Try and get this area just in some semblance of normality. So much stuff in here now. I'm tripping over stuff left, right, and center. It is not ideal. Here is the monster itself, the 240 to 110 stepper. So you can still switch it on and off. We can still see our screen. Beautiful. And we are heading in the right direction. Well, ideally I would like to have it facing in that direction, away from my test gear and whatnot. So, what I might do is reverse this plate on here. I think that's possible. Let's give it a crack. Please don't try this at home. You can watch this idiot do it. We go like that, and then when we're done, pop it in the rack. Depending on the way you put it in, probably put it in like that. So there you have it, folks. That's my rear workstation. What I've realized is I've got hot air here now. So a lot of the time I'm cycling my hot air gun in, which I have gotten a good deal of use out of before I got this rear workstation, which is here, ProTech. That I think now can go in the cupboard because I have hot air available at the bench. If I ever need to take this away with me to make it a little bit more portable to do something on site or on an extension cord, I do have this gun, so it will come in handy at some point in time.
It's Intel HD Graphics 620, so it's just built into the... What they got dual day, but it's face tracking on day. So... Oh, it's a camera. Look at that. It's a camera with 2 extra USBs. Ah, NSA inspired.
One day we shall put these all in labeled receptacles. One day, but not today. Yeah, we'll be getting stuff out of these bags forever. A lot of these already have the label on them telling me what value resistor I'm dealing with, so we'll stick with that for the time being. These are the transistors that went in my linear amplifier, they get me up to 45 watts. They're just a switching transistor. They're discontinued type of part, but Minikit South Australia has quite a few of these. Better than an IRF 510. My amplifier, video link below to that amplifier that I'm running my Hermes Lite off. Since I've gone to 45 watts, just the other night, I worked Thailand, CW, I worked Japan, I did FT8 to Portugal and all these other places as well. Obviously, I was working DX QRP, and I still do play with QRP as well, and certainly out in the field, I'm always QRP. It's nice to have a little bit of extra power, and these switching transistors right through to 10 meters are giving me approximately 45 watts. So even on the 10 meter band, they're a great situation. And up until now, I've been using it quite a bit, even on FD8 with quite a harsh duty cycle. No protection on a very, very cheap Chinese amplifier. These are still okay. I haven't had to change them. So that is fantastic. But I will put them in here just so we know where they are. And these dud ones can go in here. We've got some little sticky feet here. They can go in here. We've got a whole set of these pots that we got when I repaired my DX160 receiver, dual gain pots. I needed one. I got 10 for like $3. Okay, the parts are put away, kinda. We got a bit of bling. I mean, if it's messy, at least we can make it look colourful. Took a visit with the missus to IKEA and bought a whole lot of stuff that we didn't need. Had a very average cup of coffee and bought these. So I'll install these and you can have a look at what they do. Plug pack. Now, LEDs can make a lot of RF noise, but the ones I've got over on the main operating console, pretty quiet. And, you know, we can always switch it off if it's a problem. Lots and lots of lead. That's our plug. And this is our strip of LEDs.
All the way along the bottom.
That'll be the start. And of course, we probably should have organized ourselves a little bit better. Dear old dad. A brand new SMD rework station. Disco lights on the test bench. I guess we need to do a bit of cleaning up in the QRP playground now. Maybe the QRP playground needs some disco lights too. Disco, disco, whoop, whoop. Yes, the QRP playground definitely needs some tidying up. Still here, I love it when you stick around right to the end of the episode. And like I always say, please remember to like and subscribe. It fills my heart with joy. I now have a workspace that's a semblance of organization. Quite often when the mess becomes overwhelming, there's a tendency to ignore it And rather than ignore it and see it as a mountain that's insurmountable, what you can do is you can do a little bit at a time and just attack one area. Sometimes I'm working in the operating area, trying to get that more organized. And in this case, we've got our workbench ready to go. And that's really good timing because we're coming up to the school holidays. So please stick around for the next episode, because as the next few weeks unfold, I'm hoping that I'll be uploading more often, and I'll definitely be getting more home brewing done. So 73, and I shall see you next time. Hooroo.